What's up everyone, Lily's here. Today I want to share with you guys how I develop my body paragraphs, how I generate ideas for my essay. I will use this double question in Cambridge 16 as an example. Let's read the question first. In their advertising, businesses nowadays usually emphasize that their products are new in some way. Why is this? Do you think it's a positive or negative development? Now, let's answer the first question. Why is this? Often, the way I generate ideas is not to first come up with a topic sentence, but to first think of an example. I didn't notice I was doing this unconsciously until you guys kept asking in the comment section how to generate ideas, how to develop ideas. I thought about it very hard and realized that a lot of times I actually start with an example in mind. Think about it. If you try to first come up with a topic sentence, later you may find it very hard to develop your topic sentence. Oh my god, how can I explain my topic sentence? What example can I use? However, if you can first nail the example, the rest will come easy. I mean, it isn't super hard to come up with a topic sentence for your example, is it? And in terms of explanations, they aren't 100% necessary. I mentioned in other videos that you can directly give an example after your topic sentence. So the first thing I usually do is try to think of an example that I'm really good at writing about, that I can write about in detail. And yes, I do know a lot of examples. When I was preparing for IELTS, I consumed the news every day. I mainly listen to WSJ Tech News Briefing. I love this show so much. It's short and informative. Have you noticed that a lot of writing questions are about new trends and social problems? So, what created those new trends and social problems? I think many of them are created by large tech companies. I promise you, if you consume tech news, you will become much better at developing your paragraphs. There are essays in which you can talk about the work ethic or backstories of the founders of big tech companies. There are essays in which you can talk about the innovation and the change that the tech industry brings to the world. There are also essays in which you can talk about the social issues that the tech industry has created, such as sexual assault against female passengers by male Uber drivers, and Instagram's negative impact on the mental health of teenage girls. I still consume news, but not as much as I used to. This is how I have been accumulating examples. Now, let me try to think of an example for the first question, why businesses usually emphasize that their products are new in some way. But of course, I need to first analyze the question carefully. What does new in some way mean? It means that they offer something that people haven't seen before, that other companies do not offer. So, what products have features that other products don't have? I heard in the news that the latest version of iOS allows users to disable cross-app tracking. And one good thing about news is that they don't report something just once. The day they tell you that Apple now allows you to disable cross-app tracking, the next day they talk about how this feature can affect Facebook's advertising business. A few months later, they pick up the story again and report how Apple's new privacy feature pushes Google to restrict cross-app tracking on Android. And when you hear something in the news again and again, you become very familiar with that topic. You know the vocabulary on that topic. You know all the details. This allows you to write a detailed example that uses less common vocabulary. So now I have decided to use Apple's new privacy feature as an example. Let me try to come up with a topic sentence for my example. So Apple rolled out this feature to protect our online privacy. But of course, the ultimate goal is to beat competition, to beat other smartphones. So my topic sentence is gonna be, by emphasizing novelty, brands can increase their chances of staying ahead of their competitors. Now I'm gonna develop this topic sentence with reasons. Why does emphasizing novelty can help brands beat their competitors? This is because there's so many products out there. You have to be different to stand out. No matter what product a company sells, there are always hundreds, if not thousands, of similar ones on the market that consumers can choose from. If the company does not inform consumers through its marketing that the product is innovative in some way, it will be just one of the many out there rather than one that is different and grabs attention. Now I will add the Apple example. For example, in an iPhone commercial, Apple effectively delivers the message that the latest version of iOS allows users to disable cross-app tracking. This new feature, which no other smartphone has, can definitely help Apple increase customer loyalty and attract new buyers, since nowadays people are becoming more and more concerned about their online privacy. I was able to write this example in great detail because I heard it in the news again and again. I know what this feature means for consumers. It means more privacy. And you compare these three parts, the topic sentence, the explanations, and the example. Which part is the most difficult to write? I think the example is the hardest part. If you also think so, try to first come up with an example the next time you plan your essay and see if this method makes things easier. Now let's answer the second question. Do you think it's a positive or a negative development? I'm not going to first decide whether it's a positive or a negative trend. I will think of an example first and then see if the example is positive or negative. Amazon Halo immediately comes to my mind. So Amazon Halo is a fitness band. I want to buy one so much because it has something other fitness trackers don't have. It doesn't have a screen. This is something new for a fitness band. It's a positive example. So for the second question, I will say this development is positive. Now, I'm going to come up with a topic sentence for this example. I ask myself, why do I want a screenless fitness band? This is because I don't want to get distracted. I just want to focus on my health. If I bought an Apple Watch, I would probably check it every 10 minutes. Did people a decade ago get distracted by digital devices so easily? I don't think they did. We want different things today than we did 10 years ago. We have new desires, new requirements that need new products to satisfy them. So my topic sentence is gonna be, I think this is a positive development because consumers have new requirements that need new products to satisfy them. Now I will add the Amazon Halo example. For example, with all the digital devices at their fingertips, people today want to limit their screen time more than they did a decade ago. Noticing this change, Amazon has launched a screenless fitness band called Amazon Halo. This screenless feature is something existing fitness trackers such as Apple Watches and Fitbits cannot offer. As I mentioned earlier in the video, reasons are not 100% necessary. You can simply use an example to support your topic sentence. So it's okay that I didn't give reasons in this paragraph. This paragraph is done. As you can see, when answering the first question, why is this? I provided only one reason. If you write more than one reason, you won't be able to develop them as fully as when you provide only one reason. The same is true of the second question. I stuck to only one side, the positive side, and provided only one reason why it's a positive trend. This is how you fully develop an idea. Now let's move on to the introductory paragraph. I will first paraphrase the background sentence. As I often say, don't try to paraphrase word by word. Instead, try to use your own words to say what the original says. For example, in terms of their products are new in some way, I guess I can say there is something novel in their products. In their advertising, businesses today often promote the idea that there is something novel in their products. Now let's briefly answer the first question, why is this? The reason is that it can help brands increase their chances of staying ahead of their competitors. I believe they do this because it can help them beat their competitors. Now let's briefly answer the second question. Do you think this is a positive or negative development? This is a positive development because consumers have new requirements that need new products to satisfy them. It should be seen as a positive development because new features are there to respond to consumers' new needs. Finally, let's finish the conclusion paragraph. In this paragraph, we briefly re-answer the two questions. In conclusion, emphasizing the newness of their products in advertising is an effective way for brands to stand out from the competition. This is a brief answer to the first question. This is a positive development because new features can meet customers' new needs. This is a brief answer to the second question. Here's the entire essay. Here are some key takeaways. To fully develop your paragraphs, each paragraph should have only one main idea. For example, don't provide two reasons in the second paragraph. Instead, give only one reason. Secondly, if you have trouble developing your idea, try to first think of an example you are really good at writing about. I think once you've nailed the example, the rest will come easy. That's all for this video. These two videos are also about how to develop your body paragraphs. I encourage you to go ahead and check them out. Thanks for watching. Bye!